Very often we see youngsters going through the pain of breakup, their love relationships. They fall into the loop of that anxiety and depression. They just want to sometime end up their life. Even if they don't want to end up, but they are not living. We cannot call it living. So when I go through these cases and I meet these people, what I get to know is they misunderstood love. They think that they are in love with the person, and when the person is not with them, they feel like killing themselves. The feeling, they're missing that thing like so badly that they don't like to enjoy life. They don't want to get involved in any other thing rather than that person or that thing. So what I need to tell them is, do you really think you love that person? Or you're misunderstanding love with attraction? Because we have been trained to think this way, that whatever trade is going on, whether between partners, whether between love relationships or husband wife, it is called love. Basically, it is not love. It is something else which we are playing. It is a trade which we are doing, you can say, or it's another game, you can say. So what is this game? For this, we need to understand it. Whenever you get attracted toward a person, it is not the whole person you are getting attracted towards it. It is something in that person which attract you. Maybe there is a deep void or deep emptiness inside you where you want something, where is a deep desire of something, some tank is not fulfilled in you, and you at very subconscious, very unconscious level, your soul is always longing for that thing, and your soul always look to complete, to fill that tank. And that's why when you meet the person with the same frequency, you can say, automatically anything which you were looking for at your subconscious level, you find that thing in that person, and you get attracted towards that character or that thing in that person which you want to fill yourself, with which you want to fill yourself. Try to understand. Whenever you are into any relationship, you think that it is because of the love, you love that person. No, love is something very different. We will understand that afterward. We misunderstand love with this term called attraction. Right? So why a soul go into relationship? Just because the soul want the completion process. There is something empty, some tank is empty inside. There is a very desperate desire to fulfill something, or a want, some want inside which we look for around. And whenever you meet a person and you find that thing which can fulfill your desire or your want, you get attracted toward that thing. You find that person a medium to complete that thing which your soul is wanting, right? It could be anything. Everyone having different want, everyone is having different desire. So it is not the person you are getting attracted toward, you are attracted towards something which trigger your emotion and which give a signal to your subconscious, this is how you can achieve this. Maybe if someone is looking for some luxury or looking for some high life, and the person meet a person who can provide that luxury and that high state of life, so immediately that this person will get attracted toward that person. It is not the person you are attracting toward, it is that thing which is creating that pull or that attraction, right? So the desperation to fulfill that desire is so much that you kind of go into hypnotic state and you ignore everything and anything which is not good in that person. This is very beautiful. You need to understand, right? So we all do this thing unknowingly. It at a very subconscious, subtle level, the soul is doing this. Anything which is incomplete in us, we look for that thing to complete through other person. So after the breakup, it means you are not missing the so and so person. You are missing that thing which was completing your desire. You are missing that thing which was fulfilling your tank. So it is not about the person. But when you misunderstand this attraction as a love, and at a very unconscious level or lack of consciousness, you take it as a love and you make a story of fantasy around, you project a fantasy. In that story, you want that person to play the role exactly you want to fulfill your desire. Are you getting it? So, whenever there is something unfulfilled in me, I want to look at my soul level, I want to look for that thing in anyone around me. The moment my soul get a person which can fulfill that desire or that want of me, I create a pull, or I get a pull, and as a magnet we get attracted to each other. So it is not the person you are getting attracted to, it is the thing, the tank, that emptiness, that void in you which is getting attracted towards us to fulfill, right? So how this love, so-called love or so-called attraction, change with time? Gradually, when you find that person, when you get into the relationship, you come to know that if the person is fulfilling your desire the way you wanted or the way you projected in your fantasy, then you are okay with it and the relationship continues. The moment you feel the other person is not acting as per your character in your fantasy, in your story, you have assigned some role to that person to fulfill that desire as per your want or as per your soul desire. So if the person is not playing that role, you want to break up the relationship very easily. But if the person was still fulfilling the role, in a way, maybe you are not fulfilling that role in his or in her life, and that's why you got breakup. There must be some reason for the breakup, isn't it? Okay, anything could be the reason, but after the breakup, how can you get over it? You need to understand that it was not the person I was looking for. It was something inside me which was creating that vacuum which was empty in me. What is that? So if I get this awareness that this is nothing to do with the person, it is something to do with something which can fulfill me. Maybe I was looking for some luxury, maybe I was looking for some security, maybe I was looking for some significance, maybe I was looking for something else. We have so many wants and so many desires. So now after the breakup, what you can do is you go self-introspect and ask yourself, what was it which I was fulfilling through him or her? What am I missing which he or she was fulfilling? So the vacuum is inside you. When you get to know what was missing and what tank were you filling, you can anytime fill that tank with some other person as well. No, in future, if you get other person or if you get any other thing, any other situation through which you will be able to fulfill that tank, that desire, that want of you, immediately you will be out of this breakup traumas. So please come out of these breakup traumas, take your charge, understand what do you want and what was he or she feeling. And one more thing, in this process, so-called love, you say, we start, clinging on to the shoulder of the other person. We just throw ourselves on that relationship thinking that this is the only way or this is the only end to fulfill my desire or my want. So come out of it. There is nothing such thing that it is the end. Anytime it is about your desire, it is about your want, which your soul is looking for. If this person is not fulfilling that desire or not fulfilling that tank, your soul will definitely find something else. Maybe it could be through anything, maybe through relationship or any other thing also. For example, if you're looking for some luxury, if you're looking for some recognition or significance, name, fame, and if you were getting through that person, your soul think that this person can fulfill that thing in your life. And once the person is out of your life, how will you fulfill? You can stand on your own feet and you can look for that thing for your own self. You can fulfill yourself with your own self. This can be the reason. This can be the basis of everything. So please stop clinging on people, because it is not about the people or the physical body. It is about you. If it would have been love, then love is the highest vibration of mind state. How can a highest vibrational frequency bring misery? That is the question. If you say that you really love that person, it is not you are attracted towards anything which you wanted to fill in yourself. If it is your counter question, then my question is, like, if you say that is love, love is something which is beyond explanation. Love is something where you do not expect anything. You just surrender. You just want to give everything. Even if the person is there or not, you still love. Love cannot be bound in the physical thing. It is soul. It is at a very subtle soul level. Even if you cannot see that person, but still you feel satisfied. Still you are happy. So that is something which we need to understand. We need to stop misunderstanding love with attraction. It is basically attraction only. That is why, gradually we see when people are into relationship, initially they were into love, they get married, and after that they see that the love is losing, there is no love. It is not love actually. What happens is, when you are in attraction and you make a relationship, once you achieve that thing in your life and the person start filling your tank, we frame a fantasy picture and we give role to that person to fulfill our desire in such manner, right? If the person keeps on playing that role throughout the life for you, you are happy and you feel that the person and you are in love. But again, it is not love. It is only attraction which is going on. It is only trade which is going on. The moment that person, is not fulfilling your tank the way you wanted in your projection or in your fantasy or in your mind story, you will find your love disappear. You will find that attraction will be losing. And you will find a separation going on. You are living together physically, but mentally you are not with each other, because there is no magnetic pull of that attraction going on right now. So you need to think about it. Are you really in love, or is it just an attraction? Or if it is attraction, it's a good thing. You can anytime come out of it. So no more traumas after breakups. You can fulfill your desire, you can fulfill your tank with your own self. That is something which we all need to understand.